It's Friday. Welcome back to Today in the SOO, our daily podcast from SOOtoday.com. It's the 14th day of August. Today in the SOO brought to you by Outspoken Brewing. They're located at 350 Queen Street East. All right, provincial news to start today. Premier Doug Ford is justifying his party's decision to send an opposition researcher to surveil then Liberal leader Bonnie Crombie while she was on vacation in Jamaica by saying that, quote, it's politics and, quote, stuff happens during elections. More from Ahmad El-Bayoumi and our very own Charlie Pinkerton on site today. The Crown and defense have two very different ideas of what an appropriate sentence looks like for the man who pleaded guilty to impaired driving causing death that ended the life of 15-year-old Connor Dunn during a sentence hearing for Greg Parisi held yesterday. Justice Sandra Capanokia heard victim impact statements in addition to submissions for sentencing from Crown attorney David Park and defense lawyer David Bayless. Kenneth Armstrong was in the courtroom and has more on site right now. A home was left with extensive damage after a fire broke out in the city's West End last night. The fire happened on Prentice Avenue sometime around 5 o'clock. It's unclear if any injuries were sustained as a result of the incident. James Hopkins was on scene and has more on site. Meantime, an oven fire at a Lake Street apartment generated enough smoke that tenants had to evacuate the building. Just after 5:30 Wednesday night, fire services attended the 379 Lake Street apartment building where they encountered heavy smoke in one of the building's units. No injuries were reported following the fire. Police and bylaw officers were at a Pilgrim Street property yesterday afternoon. Multiple bags of trash, bikes, and other debris were removed from the multi-residential property during what appeared to be an integrated municipal enforcement team call. Greg McGrath-Gowdy was there. He has more, including pictures, in his story on site right now. Stephen Facey, who has served as the city's manager of finance for the last 4 years, has been promoted to Chief Financial Officer and City Treasurer. The new role takes effect on August 30th. His appointment to succeed the retiring Shelley Shell in the city's top financial position was approved by City Council this week. SOO area weekend weather, sunshine, 25 the high today. More sunshine tomorrow with a few cloudy periods. High 26. It will feel closer to 30. And cloudy and wet on Sunday, high 22. That's it for Today in the SOO for this week. Download or subscribe wherever you get your favorite podcast. Today in the SOO brought to you by Outspoken Brewing, 350 Queen Street East. Cheers. Thanks for listening. Have a great weekend.